alldeles strax få se. Men först så ska vi få höra Magic Johnson själv. Jakob Hård har träffat honom. Det kommer snart tillbaka hit när det är matchdags.
Welcome, Magic. And first of all, I have to ask, why are you doing this?
Well, I think that, first of all, the owners of the Magic M7 team came and approached me about first the name of the team, and then, hey, since you don't mind us putting your name on it, why don't you think about playing in a game? And when I thought about it, I said, you know what, yeah, it'd be fun coming, playing in Sweden, try to bring exposure to the Sweden basketball leagues, and to also expose the young kids to basketball, because we know that skiing and hockey and soccer and all that, all those sports are popular here, and we want to try to make basketball popular too here.
But what are you actually putting into this project?
Well, I think I'm putting in a lot of time and a lot of knowledge of basketball, to work with the guys that play for the Magic M7 team, to show them how it's done the American style, the NBA style.
Yeah.
And then, you know, just again, coming out here, participating, I think that brings a lot. Already in the States, I'm getting faxes how they have announced me playing in this game in every newspaper in the States. So I think that we're bringing the exposure, the media, to Sweden basketball. And that way now you can make the game better here. You can make the players better. And hopefully one day you can get a Swedish player playing in the NBA, and that's what it should be all about.
But being the businessman you are, do you see what business opportunities do you see in this for the future?
Well, I think that, you know, we have to wait and see what transpires in terms of business opportunities from this. I think that right now I'm just concentrating on the basketball and having fun.
Do you think that the NBA has an interest in what happens in Europe? Is Europe an interesting market for the NBA?
Very interesting. Because, you know, when you look around, you know, in Italy and Greece and Spain, I mean, you have a lot of great powerhouses in Europe basketball. And the NBA recognizes that, because now we have a lot more foreign basketball players that's playing in the NBA. So one day they might be a league that is formed by the NBA over in Europe.
Mm-hmm. How did you get the name Magic?
Well, I went to school in Michigan, Lansing, Michigan, and I was going into high school, and the high school I went to was traditionally a football school and not really good in basketball. So I became a starter my first year in high school there, and we were picked to come in last place. And we got off to a great start, much like our team here, to 7-0 start. And then we went to play one of the best teams in the state of Michigan, and we went to play them at their gym, and we blew them out. and I had a pretty good game, and see, what did I have? About 38 points, I think it was, 19 rebounds and 18 assists. And the guy came in and said, you know, I got to give you a nickname. So, you know, I'm only 15 years old. I said, yeah, okay, right. So
this was a journalist.
This was a journalist. And he said, somebody's already called Dr. J. Somebody has the name Big E. I'm going to call you Magic.
How was that for a 15-year-old kid?
It was crazy, because even right now as we speak, you know, I still can't believe the fact that I'm still Magic 1 years later, something like that, whatever it is. And it's amazing. And my teammates tease me, because we never thought it would catch on. But as I got into college and definitely into the NBA, it definitely was, it caught on, and everybody, even now today, they know me as Magic. They don't even know my first name.
But you got this nickname in the school where actually when you came and started, the white players of the team didn't treat you very well from the beginning.
Well, I started in boxing, in busing. Busing was just starting when I went to high school. I was supposed to go to a high school not far from my house, which at that time was predominantly all black. And they were probably, they've always had been the traditional powerhouse in basketball. And so here we come getting bussed out here, and there was some tension, no question about it. And our first practice, I can remember, they wouldn't pass me the ball. And so I had to then start getting the rebound myself and taking it all the way myself because they wouldn't pass it to me. But as we got to practicing, and the coach made it clear to them that, hey, you need this guy if we're going to win. And so he made both of us come together, the black players and the white players. And eventually we ended up winning the state championship. So it worked out for the good and for the better. Sometimes you deal with situations like that. It can go either one way or another. It can either go good or it can be very bad. And that situation turned out to be very good for not only myself, but also for the white players too, because I got to know their culture and their ways, and they got to know our culture and our ways. And so it turned out to be great.
Have players like yourself and Michael Jordan with those all-round skills changed the game in any way?
Oh yeah, because when I came in with Larry Bird, and we had a chance to change the game from an individual game to a team game, to guys, big men that could pass, that could shoot, that could rebound, that could dribble. The NBA wasn't used to that. Not only could we play the game with flair and with showmanship, but we also were winners. And that's what people are attracted to that.
One thing that I read in your book I found quite, cute in a way, because you believe that the professional world, it's tough and it's flary. But when you played your games in Detroit, close to your hometown, your mother would show up and feeding you all. Was that right?
Probably would fill up this room. I would have 2 long tables, and my mother would cook fried chicken, bake a turkey. She would have ham, greens and black-eyed peas and potato salad and sweet potato pie, and then just a table full. And the guys would just be loving it because they love to go to Michigan and play Detroit because they know my mother would be cooking. And
you actually had that in the locker room?
In the locker room, just a big spread. My mother's used to cooking that large because I come from a family of 10, 6 sisters and 3 brothers. So holidays were great and still is at my mother and father's house.
Because of the HIV virus that I have
attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers today.
Today it's almost on the day 8 years since you got the message that you're HIV positive. How is your health today?
The health is great. Everything is wonderful. No virus in my bloodstream, and so I continue to be healthy and strong. The medicine is doing its job. I'm doing my job, and God is doing His job. So it's just a blessing.
Would you have believed that 8 years ago that you would feel this fine today and still play basketball even?
Well, I always thought in my mind that I was going to be healthy and strong. I remember when the doctor, after a couple months in, he was like, man, what are you doing? I said, nothing. I'm just working out and, doing the same thing. He said, well, whatever you're doing, keep it up. He said, the way you're going to beat this is no stress in your life and having a positive attitude. And I said, okay, so no stress in my life, and having a positive attitude. I say, if those are the two things that are the key, then I'm gonna win. Because I'm not a stressful guy, and I've always been a positive guy and always been an upbeat person. So I think that has helped. My frame of mind has helped this whole situation out.
So what shape are you in basketball-wise?
Basketball-wise, I'm in pretty good shape. I've been working out. I try to play basketball every day. If I don't, I try to work out every day. So, you know, at 40, I feel really good. I'll be able to keep up with these young guys.
How do you feel about playing tonight?
I feel great. It's going to be fun. You know, anytime that you can step out there on the court, you get to do your thing and play in front of a lot of people. You know, it's always a lot of fun. You just got to go out there and enjoy it, and just enjoy every moment.
It's going to be showtime tonight?
Showtime! Oh, okay. I'm sorry.